Nassim Taleb coined the term a black swan event. These events come as a surprise and cause huge shock throughout the globe. A great example of this is the rise of the internet. He also coined the term a white swan event. A great example of this is what we're seeing right now with COVID-19. Again, causes shock, but it isn't a surprise. It's been predicted for a few years now. So, no matter whether we're having a black swan event or a white swan event, I think we can all agree that actually investing time and resource in creating many futures and being ready to pivot and change is vital for every single organisation and business across the globe. Companies like Shell and Google have used a framework and mindset to kind of predict for these futures. And this is what I'm going to walk you through now. Ultimately, it comes down to 4 P's. The first P is probable. Actually, this is the things what will probably happen. Ultimately, it's the place where we spend most of our time looking at. It's right now, it's in the tactical. As far as we can predict, it's maybe 2 months at best. The second P is preferable. If we can create the future, what's the best outcome? Not only for organisations and businesses, but also for society. This is where we don't want to go blue sky, but actually want to think, what is the best outcome given what we know? The third P is plausible. This is where we get to stare a little bit into the future. We can have a little bit of fun here and use our imagination. The sorts of things we want to be asking here are lots of what if questions and imagine if questions. The fourth P is possible. Given what is the art of the possible? Right now, we see lots and lots of buildings not being used by organisations across the world. Wouldn't it be great if we could have the homeless living there over winter? Daniel Kahneman stated, "We make our future assumptions based on our past and present experiences." So with that in mind, when we do create these futures, we need to make sure we are surrounded by people with different experiences and different perceptions of life. There's a way to find out if you've got the right people in the room. Have a look around the room, and if everyone looks exactly like you, you've probably got it a bit wrong. Given the 4P framework, which I've just discussed, the question I want to ask you right now is, if you had to redesign an onboarding for the near future and for the very many futures, what would that look like?